That's water. I bet your Baba has one.
Yeah, a pencil. She always has a pencil. Oh my! And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Bright and early, happy President's Day, and welcome to the Solu Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle by my side. And we are ready to go here. A big affair this morning, an early start here, as the Woodstock Centaurs, the girls' co-op team, playing host to the Ridgefield Tigers. Tigers wearing their black sweaters, as you can see. Absolutely gorgeous, with the orange numbers, white trim on the numbers, black helmets, the Tiger logo across the chest, orange shoulders with black numbers and white trim, nice white and orange stripe on the bottom, black shorts with orange and white trim, and black socks with white and orange trim. Just a beautiful get-up. They look very, very sharp. I like them a lot. And in goal today for the Tigers is going to be the senior Casey Rosenberg. And down at our end, you see the Centaurs wearing their beautiful home white get-ups. Absolutely gorgeous outfit. Love it to death with the blue shoulders, yellow numbers on the sleeves, blue numbers on the back, the A&W across the chest, the blue shorts with the yellow, white stripe, white socks with yellow and blue stripes. And getting the start in between the pipes today, hopping in right now, number 1, Josie Hatch. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you got your sarsaparilla ready to go, or it is an early start, so perhaps a mimosa locks up that bagel. Get yourself situated in the big recliner. You got this one on the big screen. You got the United States Ladies Olympic team about ready to face off in about a half hour or so in the semifinals going on. I think they start about 10:30, 10:35 over in Italy. So you'll have that on your phone or your tablet, of course. You'll have that on silent or mute, as they call it naturally, and I appreciate that and respect it. So hopefully our ladies can get the job done and punch their ticket to the finals on Thursday. And hopefully the Woodstock ladies can get the job done here today. They came off a tough loss the other night to, who did we play the other night? The other team, with the Suffield, right, the Wildcats. Woodstock fell 3-2 in a very good game. Came down to the wire. And a good effort by the ladies there that night. I thought a good physical game. The refs got a little too much involved for my liking, but we call that Tuesday around these parts. And if it's your first time tuning in on the Solu Broadcasting Network, we please ask that you like and subscribe and share. Helps us grow the brand, as the kids love to say. All right, this is obviously a high school affair, so 15-minute stanzas. Icing and offsides are in effect. There is delayed offsides, thank the maker. If you're shorthanded and you ice the puck, it is not icing. Each team is awarded one timeout. If the game should end in a tie, there will be an 8-minute 5-on-5 sudden death overtime. Everything else is the same, except for the girls are not allowed to check, which, again, if you're a fan of the program, you know where we stand on that. All right, so top off that sarsaparilla or mimosa cocktail of your choice here and get ready to go. Have that bagel with the extra lox poured up high, or perhaps you're like, you know what, I'm going to go for the lunch menu and get that roast beef sandwich hot and ready to go with the extra horsey sauce. This should be a good one. Looking forward to it very, very much. Woodstock's last home affair of the season, on the road for the next 3 down in Greenwich on Wednesday, and then we play a home and home. Well, not a home and home. Well, a home. Well, we play twice in Ridgefield next weekend, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to see a lot of these Tigers. So we'll see how the first one goes here, and we're going to turn things over to the PA announcer with the starting lineups and the national anthem of the United States of America. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the affair. Kelsey Goff, number 19, the captain. Number 25, Dane Myers. Number 4. And Ayla Goldstein, number 27, the junior. And the goaltender, number 30, Casey Rosenberg. Paige Hinckley, the senior. Hillary Sampson, the captain. Macy Karate. All seniors starting today so far. Grace Lescault, number 19. And Avery Nielsen getting the start. So all 5 seniors getting the start today. And Josie Hatch, the sophomore from East Lyme, gets the start in between the pipes of Woodstock. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the United States of America. Then we'll be back with the start of the affair. Patriotism swells in the heart of the American bear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all the domesticated stuff is out of the way. Nothing left to do but drop the puck and play hockey. It's the best time of day. It's game time. The Tigers and the Centaurs coming up right now. The ladies over at the bench getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Roy. Ridgefield team over at that bench getting some last-minute instructions from their coach. Ridgefield, not a deep bench. I think they got 8 or 9 skaters, so it would behoove Woodstock to get the puck in deep and put a lot of pressure. And on the forecheck, which they did a real good job the other night against the Wildcats. The forecheck was there, the back check was there. A real nice job in the face-off dot. It was a good game, a good effort. And if they can give that same effort, same intensity right here, right now, today, we'll see how things turn out. But like I said, you see a team with a little bit of a short bench, you get the puck deep every chance you get, make them come 200 feet every single time, and put a lot of pressure on them, make them spend a lot of energy to get out of their own zone. They took a long bus ride up here. It's early in the morning. You want to jump all over them right away. See if Woodstock shares the mindset of the broadcaster this morning. I'm ready to go. Ladies' last home game here. Hinckley looks like she's going to be at center. I think it's going to be Sampson and Nielsen on D. Grace Lescault on right wing, and Macy Karate over on the left wing. All right. The officials about ready to drop the puck. And we are underway from the Yon Arena in Pomfret, Connecticut. Quickly Nielsen on the puck. Sending it up for Karate. That's knocked down. Ridgefield back the other way, the captain. Over the blue line against Sampson at the dot, pulling the trigger. Sampson blocks the shot, gets a big chunk of there, sends her flying, and we're going to get a penalty coming up here against the captain, Sampson. As she sent Goff flying. Let's see what the call is here. I have a feeling I know what it is. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. So Ellery in the sin bin for nothing more than being a girl. That's exactly what just happened right there. No reason that should be a penalty, not blaming the official. No reason these girls can't check. It's an absolute sin. It's a disgrace. That's a good play by Ellery. She finished her check. Good hockey play, and she's in the box for being a girl. Here's Bonner now, shorthanded. We'll chip it all the way down. So a good face-off win, good puck movement there. Attention to detail early as Woodstock shorthanded here. Less than a minute into the affair, the captain Sampson for checking. Woodstock applying some pressure here as Ridgefield will carry the puck through the neutral zone. Looking to lean back in there. Poked away by Bonner in a dangerous area, letting the shot go. That just missed the captain Goff and sent all the way down by Karate. Woodstock will get fresh forwards out there as Biondo and Discordia hop on the ice in a penalty kill, joining Bonner and Auger. Ridgefield sends it up the middle. They deflect it. Is it icing? It is not. Icing is waved off. Bonner with time at her own goal line. Bonner on the puck, trying to get it all the way down. Intercepted at the blue line. Quick shot. They score! A giveaway at the blue line. Walking in, Byrne buries the biscuit there. An unforced error by Woodstock and a power play goal for the Tigers. 13:47 left to go here in the opening stanza. Not the way Woodstock wanted to start the affair there. And going to have to pick up their game quickly now, Sampson. Couldn't get it in deep. Ridgefield now coming back the other way. Gursky stepping up at the blue line to keep it in. Biondo regains the blue line. They're on sides. Ridgefield looking to clear it right up the gut there, but knocked down Biondo with it now. Quick shot, turning, just missed on the waffle side. Discordia behind the net quickly on it. Trying to jab it in on Rosenberg there, but Rosenberg did a nice job to seal off the wall and cover it up. 13:25 left to go here. The Tigers lead it 1-0. As Biondo off the face-off. Tried to get it in deep, but back the other way now. Here comes Ridgefield, chipping it. Nielsen, nice job to reach back, but couldn't get it. Down the left wing they come. Gursky coming over to beautifully timed poke check there to take the puck away from Byrne. You know, Byrne can shoot it. She's got the goal. Cleared but not out. Right on the stick of Byrne again. Byrne backpedaling will send it behind the goal with Nielsen. Will get to it first there. Avery Nielsen under duress. Nice job of forechecking there by Myers. Myers jostles the puck loose, comes away with the puck. Myers turning against the boards. Back to the forehand. Nice job by Discordia, leaning into Myers, jostling it loose. Comes loose now for Nielsen. Got Biondo up ahead. It's Ching turning around at center ice, cutting back to the middle now. Biondo. Biondo will kick it over the blue line and give chase. Comes back out to center as Ridgefield looks to regroup. They go cross ice. A couple of times in the neutral zone. Here's Bonner now stepping up. Bonner jousting it along the boards, but sent right back down by Ridgefield. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Doesn't make it to the goal line, so no icing now as Auger comes around with it on the forehand. Looks to go right up the gut. Beautiful pass right on the stick of Hinckley. Hinckley following it up at the blue line, carrying it over on sides. Down the left wing now. Hinckley pushing it into the corner, chasing to the corner by Idone. Coming back out in front. In the neighborhood was Karate, but never got to her. As Ridgefield looks to clear it out. Karate, nice job on the back check to thwart that effort. Along the boards now. Karate gets to it, sends it hard around. Hinckley will give chase. Helping out now, Auger is pinching in. Woodstock looking to keep the puck over the blue line. They do. Nice job there to keep the puck in. On and now Idone. Idone looking to send it hard around. Doesn't get far enough. As quickly on it as Lascaux. Lascaux doing battle in the corner. Lost the handle on it, but picked up by Woodstock now. Karate went back to go get it. Lascaux blew a tire there in the quarter. Karate still has it in her skates. And now Ridgefield coming away with it. And I think we got a penalty coming up here behind the play. It is. I think we're going to get a hooking or a tripping or an interference. We'll see. As Karate was pulled down. So now Woodstock will go to their first power play of the morning. 11:32 left to go here in the opening stanza. I believe it was Goff. So power play now for Woodstock. Nielsen couldn't get to the puck there with speed now down the left wing. Cutting in, still corralling the puck now is Byrne. Byrne wheeling and dealing, top of the circle. Byrne still with it. Byrne circumnavigating at the dot, pulls the trigger, that just missed. Trudeau a little bit banged up behind the play. She's back to her feet though, looks like she's all right. On it now is Nielsen. Nielsen hounded there by Byrne. Sending it hard around on the stick of Sherman. Sherman lost the handle on it momentarily, and now walking in with it is Byrne. Byrne with the puck on a string. Big stop by Hatch. As Byrne was wheeling and dealing there, the freshman. Looking like a hot knife through butter. But Hatch, top of the crease, makes the big stop there. Woodstock on the power play, but Ridgefield with all the pressure. Leaning in is Discordia now. Discordia against Byrne. Byrne's been very active and very busy thus far in the early going. Biondo trying to kick it to herself. She does got a 2-on-1 if she can get to it with Sampson. Biondo chopping at it, staying with it. Biondo leaving it now to Discordia. Discordia along the half boards. We'll send it towards Biondo. Biondo knocked off the puck. Sampson now in on the forecheck. Kept in by Auger. Auger will let the shot go. Big stop there by Rosenberg. Good shot there by Mia. Picking up the puck now. Ridgefield sending it behind her own end. Intercepted Discordia. She got it back out in front dangerously there for a moment. Myers got to it and will carry it out over the blue line. Myers will chip it past Bonner into the corner. Auger will come over and help out. Auger leaning into Myers. The two ladies do battle. Trying to kick it along to Discordia. Puck support there. Picks up the puck. He's got Biondo cutting right across the middle. Caesar up on the stick of Biondo. Corrals the puck. Trying to cut back to the inside. Biondo now carrying it in. Leaving it for Discordia. Discordia let the shot go. Deflected in front by Sampson. Never got to the keeper. Cleared and out to center. Now a 2-on-1 for Ridgefield. Over comes Bonner. Bonner got a piece of it. Good job of back checking there as Auger got to the puck. Bonner got just enough of it to slow it up. Icing is the call. With 9:49 left to go here. So Woodstock not getting much done on the power play. And right now don't have their A game that they had the other night against the Wildcats. And they better find it and find it quick. 16 seconds left to go on the Woodstock power play. As Hinckley leans in to take the draw now. Lescault on right wing. Karate on left. Hinckley wins the draw, pushes it out towards the blue line, doesn't get out, comes to Gursky. Gursky now on the backhand, quickly up for Karate. Karate down the left wing will give chase. Karate centers it across right through the goal mouth. Ridgefield will get to it there. Nice job there by Gursky to keep the puck in. The power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5 with 9.5 to go here in the opening stanza. 1-0. The Tigers lead it. Quickly up now, Hinckley. Hinckley doesn't get it deep. Sent all the way down by Ridgefield. It's going to go for an icing. Right now, Woodstock not paying very close attention to the details here. Got to find their sea legs. Right now, a little sluggish like a wet sponge. 9:18 left to go in the opening stanza. 1-0. The Tigers in the lead. Goal by Byrne. Face-off, nice win by Hinckley. Back for Nielsen. Nielsen will send it down. Knocked down by Ridgefield. Good job there. Now Lescault gets the shot away. A nice stop by Rosenberg. Comes back to the blue line. Hinckley got a chunk of it, but Ridgefield manages to get it out to center ice. Nice job of back checking there by Karate as she caught up with Byrne. Byrne will slide it across. Tigers on it there at the blue line. They'll just dump it in. Gursky forced to give chase now behind the net. Myers in on the forecheck. Nielsen gets a little chunk of Myers on the way through to slow her up, but Myers took the body and took the puck. Cicilline gets it to the blue line no further. That one whistles wide of Hatch. Quickly on it now is Byrne. Byrne shimmying a little bit there. Nice move to gain a little bit of room. Slides it over, letting the shot go. Hatch sees it through traffic. Got the flipper on that. Quickly on it now. Lescault chasing after Byrne. Byrne collecting the puck, sending it back to her D. Ridgefield goes D to D with 8:20 left to go. Quick outlet pass out of the reach and all the way down for icing there as it eluded Kelsey Gotti. So 8:18 left to go here in the opening stanza. 1-0. The Tigers leading it. I hope you're enjoying the affair here. A nice, bright and early start. I like the early start. It's like, 10 o'clock. This is like usually like the Squirts of the U10 division plays about 10. Mites used to play at 8. No, Squirts would be on about 9:15, 9:30 back in the day. So this would be right in the middle of a Squirt game. The good old days. Woodstock again winning the faceoff, corralling it there, sliding it over. Well, it's Cicilline. Sherman on the backhand, getting it down low in the neighborhood. That was Chloe Cicilline, number 6. Quick shot there, doesn't get through. Bouncing puck, that's knocked down. Olivia Cicilline's number 6. Chloe is number 7. Quick shot by Auger. And Rosenberg makes the save, and there'll be no further rebound. Chloe is 7. Olivia is 6. All right, leaning in now. Cicilline, Chloe Cicilline. Can't see who she's taking it against. Bonner Auger at the point. Comes loose. Sherman with the shot. The big stop. Rosenberg on the face-off win by Cicilline. Oh, nice face-off win there. Good shot by Sherman. Turning on it now. Cicilline, Olivia Cicilline bouncing down towards Sherman. And Ridgefield will recoil. In their own net now, skating it out. Good puck pursuit there by Olivia Cicilline. Tigers come out to center ice to kick it ahead. Myers in a puck race now with Bonner. Bonner getting to it first. Bonner gets the puck around Myers. Bonner on the forehand. Get it up and all the way out to Cicilline just out of the reach. Can she get to it? No, couldn't corral the puck, and Ridgefield quickly turning defense to offense now. Myers cutting back against the grain at the dot, pulls the trigger. That just missed. On it now is Byrne. Byrne trying to get around Bonner. Bonner seals it off there. Biondo had it knocked off her stick. Now along the boards, Bonner takes the body. The puck comes loose in front, off the skates of Auger and into the corner on it now. Sampson. Sampson will send it to the blue line, but no further. Kept in by Goldstein. Goldstein will send it down, knock down Auger. Auger worked over there, a little forearm shiver there. Play allowed to continue. Quickly out in front for Byrne, gets the shot away, deflected by Bonner. Biondo on it now. Biondo in the corner. Biondo cutting back. A little bit of miscommunication there by the ladies as Biondo under duress now by Byrne. Byrne with the puck. Byrne trying to get it out in front. Goes off the skates of Bonner. Comes loose. Byrne quickly on it now. Circling at the dot. Letting the shot go. Big stop. Hatch leaves it for Bonner. Bonner with the puck will change direction. Path of least resistance this way. Bonner now will send it all the way down and on net, so it's not icing. As Woodstock will have to change it. It's covered up. But momentarily came loose. Sampson. She scores! Oh my goodness! Rosenberg was covering the puck. Nobody from Ridgefield came back. I thought she was just going to hold it. And then she let it go. And Sampson, a tremendous hustle play there. You can see why she's got the C on the sweater. You don't stop skating till there's a whistle. All of a sudden, the puck was on her stick, and Ellery knew exactly what to do. She buries the biscuit. And the Centaurs are on the board 1-1 with 6:15 left to go. How about that? That's exactly what the doctor ordered right there. That's why you always play to the whistle. She doesn't cover it up. Skate as hard as you can right at her. Throw some snow on her if you have to. Maybe something like that will happen. So both goals for each team on unforced errors. 1-1 now is your score. Boy, oh boy, did we need that. 5:59 left to go here. Face off deep in the Woodstock zone. Hinckley leaning in to take the draw. Lescault on right wing, left wing Karate. Gursky and Nielsen, the defense partners. Bouncing puck back to the blue line. Ridgefield will set up there. Got it in front. Nice save by Hatch. Hatch will hold on. There'll be no further play. Well, it's Sampson unassisted, obviously. Right off the face off the skates, and Nielsen, nice job to block it. Bouncing puck. Comes loose in front. Ridgefield gets to it on the backhand down low. Hatch the save. The rebound comes right back to Myers. Myers spins away from traffic. Into the corner it goes on the skates. Stick of Lescault. Up ahead for Karate. Karate lost the handle on it at center ice. Picked up now Hinckley. Hinckley will go across for Lescault. Picked off Ridgefield back the other way. At the blue line, sending it in. Intercepted and picked off by Bonner. Bonner now with the puck. Rounding the net like Bobby Orr. Bonner to the outside. Bonner looking to make her way through traffic. Lost it at center ice. And here comes now Gotti. Gotti looking to cut back. Nice play by Hinckley to dislodge the puck and sending it up now Lescault. Lescault with it. Lost it in her footing. Came back loose in front. Gursky in on the forecheck looking to take the puck away. Gursky's got it there over for Bonner. Bonner turning to the forehand. Bonner down the left wing. Bonner will carry the puck out down the left wing, looking, gaining the red line and chipping it in. Behind the net it goes now for Ridgefield. Ridgefield on it, Lescault in on pressure. Bonner over on the forecheck. Lescault with it, Lescault. Nice play by Karate to intercept the puck, letting the shot go. Karate behind the net with it. Karate trying to get it back in front, lost the handle on it. Ridgefield with it. Tigers now carrying the puck out of their own zone. A giveaway there. Nice play to keep it in at the blue line. Biondo lost the handle on it. Woodstock is changing. This could be trouble. Back the other way now. Myers. He comes off the bench. Steals the puck quickly now back the other way. O'Shea leaned into there by Byrne. Play allowed to continue. Good no call by the officials. Just over 4 minutes left to go here in the opening stanza. 1-1 is the score. A good affair. Things starting to heat up here. End-to-end action. Here comes Byrne at the dot. Pulling the trigger. Big stop. Hatch. The rebound line. They're bouncing dangerously. Cessalini swipes at it. Can't get it out. Letting the shot go deflected in front into the corner now. Trudeau on it there. Trudeau on the backhand. Got it out to Cessalini. Cessalini left it for Sherman. Here comes Sherman now. She loses the handle on it. Bouncing puck. Cessalini quickly on it. Auger. Auger at center ice. Auger trying to gain the red line and get it deep, but couldn't do so. And the Tigers now back the other way. Over the blue line, stepping to the outside, protecting the puck. Nice job by Auger to force the play wide there on Kurtz. Miroje behind her own goal line, looks to connect for Sherman, does get it out to the outside of the blue line, so that's okay. On it now, Nielsen. Nielsen with the puck. Nielsen with room, carrying the puck out of her own zone at the blue line, off the boards, up ahead, right on the stick of Sampson. Sampson over the blue line, pulls the trigger, save Rosenberg. Oh, Biondo came through and poked it loose there. That's what you got to do. Like to see Zachin coming through there and put the brakes on, yo. You don't want to skate by the puck. You always want to stop at the puck, stop at the goalie. But a good job by Biondo getting to the cooker, though, and following the play. That's what you want to do. Discordia leans in to take the draw now. Discordia wins the draw. Another good face-off win for Woodstock. They were excellent in the face-off dot the other night as well. Gursky sending it down for Sampson. See, this is what winning the face-off does. It's so important. Biondo behind the net now. Biondo turning away in the corner. Biondo back for Nielsen at the blue line. Nielsen walks off the boards, lets the shot go deflected in front. Rosenberg the save, and there'll be no further play. That all comes from the face-off win. They win the face-off, never relinquish possession of the puck, get a good shot on net, a good opportunity. Face-offs, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Second most important part of hockey. Goaltending, of course, being 1, 2, and 3. Biondo in on the forecheck again. Discordia trying to jostle it loose there. They're digging and mucking, doing their homework behind the net. It does come loose. First on, it's going to be Discordia. Discordia lost her stick. Went back to retrieve it, and Ridgefield out with the puck. Nice job to poke check it away there by Sampson. Sampson in on the forecheck. Biondo causing the turnover, but only temporarily now as the Tigers come back the other way. Here's center ice, stepping to the outside. Gotti cuts it back against the grain. Stepped up. Bonner got a piece of it, but Myers still has it. Myers in the corner. Got the puck in front. Back to the blue line. It's knocked down Sampson. Biondo, but she's at the end of her shift running on fumes. Sampson will get to it, but not over the red line, so it's going to be icing. 1:57 left to go here. In the opening stanza, 1-1 is the score. Face-off going to come deep in the Woodstock zone. Hinckley leans in to take the draw against Byrne. Byrne wins the face-off. Ridgefield with the puck. Byrne on it, along the boards. Trying to go behind the net. Hinckley cut her off there. Now Karate came back to get it up for Lascaux. Lascaux, did they keep it in? They did. Here's Myers now. Myers sliding it across. Byrne walking in. Byrne to the backhand. Saved by Hatch. Byrne in the corner. Chased by Karate. Back to the blue line. Sliding it over now. Myers pulls the trigger. Hatch makes the waffle save. Bonner leans in. Takes the body. Hinckley takes the puck. Got it up to Lascaux. Lascaux under duress from Byrne. Byrne with the puck. Jostled loose and now up for Karate. Karate will send it in. Well, that was a Karate sandwich right there on Tiger Bread as she tried to make her way through. Sent right up the gut. Will it be on net? It will be. So Hatch will play it off in the corner for Bonner with 1:10 to go. Bonner off the boards from Hatch. Chipping it up for Karate. Doesn't connect. Knocked down Gotti. Gotti at the blue line. Waits for her teammates to get back on sides. Carries it in. Lascaux will get it. Out to the neutral zone. Sent back in. A delayed offsides here. So time for Bonner. A free carry out. Bonner with the puck. They're still offsides. Bonner carrying the puck down the left wing. Cross corner dump in with 45 seconds to go. Ridgefield on the puck behind the net. Lascaux on the forecheck. Out comes Cessalini along with Cessalini. Ridgefield carrying the puck through the neutral zone. Sliding it across for Gotti. Gotti 35 seconds to go. Auger over on Gotti. Lascaux came by, got a piece of it. Byrne on it now behind the net. Byrne looking for the wraparound. Byrne came away with it. Back to the blue line. Got the shot away. Lascaux got the skate on it. 20 seconds left to go. Into the corner it goes now. On it there is Gotti. Gotti leaned into by Bonner. Ridgefield coming away with the puck, though. No puck support there. Walking off the boards, letting the shot go. And a nice save by Hatch. 10 seconds left to go here in the opening stanza. Woodstock just right now wants to get the heck out of town and get the Zamboni on the ice and take a tie score. Cessalini leaning in against Gotti. 10 seconds left. Well, I'll tell you, if I'm Ridgefield, I'm pulling the goalie. Face-off one there. Big stop by Hatch. Boy, oh boy, Woodstock not paying attention to details whatsoever this morning. Right off the face-off, allowed to walk in like that. Unacceptable. 6 seconds left to go now. Sampson will lean in to take the draw. Sampson pushes it over towards the boards, and that's going to do it. First stanza will come to a close with your score 1-1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 15 minutes, you're allowed to put the Olympic game on the big screen, but we expect you right back here after the Zamboni gets done doing what Zambonis do. So enjoy your intermission, top off that sarsaparilla, refill the mimosa, get your sandwich ready, locks up that bagel, and we'll see you back here for the second stanza. 1-1 is the score. Enjoy your intermission, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. The Zamboni has done what Zamboni do. The ice is ready to go. The ladies back out on the ice. The officials back out on the ice. You got the game back on the big screen. I think the ladies might be underway now. The Olympic team, the game started at 10:40. I thought it was 10:30. So I'm sure that they're underway. And we are back underway here, so welcome back. Hope your sarsaparilla is full and delicious. I hope your locks and the United States are ready up 1-0. Outstanding. Good job by our producer there getting the update. Not sure who scored. Maybe if you scroll, you see who scored. Did they got the goal? No. That's okay. Well, the United States up 1-0. That's outstanding. And right here, we're at a 1-1 affair. And I think I'd be very, very remiss, ladies and gentlemen, if I didn't point out that Pomfret is the only rink that we play at where they Zamboni the ice between the first and second periods. A great job here. Everybody here is so nice. The rink manager, the school, the athletic director, they do a real nice, beautiful rink here, the Jan Arena. But they're the only ones who Zamboni the ice for both periods, as it should be. But no one else does it for the ladies except for here at Pomfret. So thank you very much. Much appreciated. Boy, I'll tell you, we needed that break. Sometimes you just got to get to the intermission. That's the beauty of hockey. It's unlike every other sport. It's not a game. It's a story. It's a 3-chapter story. And get that break. Woodstock needed it, and hopefully regroup and come back out on the ice. Yeah, the score's 1-1. You're like, Mr. Broadcaster, you said the game was tied. Well, the game is tied. That is correct. But to be frank about it, Woodstock's lucky that this game is 1-1. But that doesn't matter because that is what it is. And the second stands are about ready to get underway. Leaning in is Gotti against Discordia at center ice. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play. Ridgefield vastly outshot Woodstock in that opening stanza. I didn't get the numbers, but I would estimate it was around 10-3. That's my best guess. Sent ahead now. Bonner picks it off up for Biondo. Biondo with the puck now. Discordia. Discordia winding, shooting, waffle save, and over the goal. Oh, no, I thought it was going over the glass, but it didn't stay in the rink. That's right in front of me. I think I would get that wrong down at the other end. Boy, I really need Pearl to get my glasses prepared as they're supposed to come in this week. I miss my spectacles, as you can probably hear. On and now, I don't. Run into there by Sampson. Biondo first on the puck, takes the body. Good puck support there by Discordia. Back for Bonner at the blue line. Bonner hops over a stick and out to center ice. Turning on it there, knocked down by Goldstein. That one deflects off of Discordia right to Biondo. Biondo will carry it in. Biondo doesn't get it deep. Again, Woodstock just failing to pay attention to detail here today. On and now is Bonner changing direction behind the net. Lost the footing, lost the puck. Leaning into Goldstein there. Goldstein comes away with it. Goldstein with the puck. Sending it back behind the net now for Candulo. Candulo chased by Discordia. Candulo, nice job of protecting the puck. Got it back towards the blue line where it bounces around. Came back to Candulo. She lost the footing. Sampson on it now. Sampson behind her own net. Shot off the stick. Discordia and all the way down. 13:35 left to go here. 1-1 in the second stanza. Faceoff will be deep in the Woodstock zone. Face-off won by Ridgefield. Pushed wide of Hatch. On it now, Nielsen. Nielsen on it there. Rolling puck. Still can't get it to settle down. Sending it over in direction of Gursky. Gursky kicks it to herself. Evie Gursky up the boards. Woodstock can't. They do get it out. Ridgefield maintains possession. They'll send it back in. Gotti. Hard around it goes now. Chasing it there is Gursky. Gursky with the puck. Burn in the neighborhood. Gursky up the boards for Karate. Karate jostles the Roos. Karate cross ice. Kept in by Ridgefield. Sending it back behind the net now. That was 19. I think it was 19. On the stick now, Karate. Karate skating the puck behind her own net. Leaving it for Lescault. Lescault now. Coming out the other end up for Karate. Byrne intercepts that. Behind the net it goes now. Byrne. Hounded there by Hinckley. Byrne maintaining possession. Got it out in front dangerously. Lescault got a piece of it. Turning back behind the net now for Nielsen. Nielsen with it. Woodstock having all kinds of trouble coming out of their own zone. Sent back in. In the corner now, Byrne. Byrne on the backhand. Left it there, walking off the boards with room, pulling the trigger. That went off his shoulder into the corner now. Hinckley will chase it down. Byrne getting to it first. Byrne winning the puck off the boards, back to the blue line. Walking in, letting the shot go. Deflected on Hatch. And there'll be no further play. Now 12-12 left to go here. Ridgefield now with a much better of play here in the early going of the second stanza. Score remains tied 1-1. Cicilline, and Sherman out there now with Trudeau. Leaning in to take the draw was McCartan. Bouncing puck. That's knocked down. Woodstock with it in their own zone. Woodstock failing to get it out. Kept in at the blue line, letting the shot go. Nice job by Olivia Cicilline. And back the other way now. Quickly, here comes Woodstock. A 2-on-1 if they hurry. Turns into a 3-on-2. Auger with it. Lost the handle on it. Got it back towards Cicilline. Olivia Cicilline on the back check. Nice job to get a chunk of it. And Trudeau will pick up the puck. Trudeau hounded from behind by Candulo. Trudeau, nice job to fight it off. Get the puck cleared but not out. Kept in now. Walking in. Pulling the trigger. Hatch the glove save. Woodstock continues to have trouble getting out of their own zone. They're digging and mucking behind the net. Sherman in to help out. Body sent flying there. Picking it up now, Trudeau. Trudeau in the corner. Trudeau couldn't get the puck out as it bounces around out to the blue line. Finally deflected out to center ice and picked up there by Ridgefield Myers. Sent across. And on and now Candulo. Candulo will chip it in with 11 minutes left to go. Trudeau on it behind her own net. Trudeau under duress. Sending it up along the boards for Cicilline. Cicilline poke checks it away. Couldn't corral the puck at center ice, but it is in the neutral zone. So that's good as Ridgefield will hop off and get changes. You got to remember, it's the second stanza, so the benches are further away. That one sent out to Discordia, who just hopped on the ice along with Sampson. Sampson with the puck. Sampson for Biondo. Biondo walking in, pulls the trigger. That just missed. All the Woodstock ladies fresh now as Biondo looking to come off the boards with it. Couldn't do so. That's knocked down by Idone. Idone couldn't get it out. Discordia, the shot gets deflected wide. Discordia first on it in the corner at the goal line. Trying to muscle through, couldn't do so. Here comes Byrne now. Byrne with speed. Byrne down the right wing. Byrne chased by Sampson. Byrne first wide by Nielsen. Byrne steps around Nielsen. Sampson comes over. Tough angle shot. Nice stop by Hatch. Kept in at the blue line by Goldstein. Nielsen couldn't get it out. Sampson takes the body. Now Woodstock will come away with the puck. They do get it out to center ice. Biondo chopping at it there. Sent back forward. There by Idone. Bouncing puck right at the red line there. They're digging and mucking. Goldstein lost the handle on it. Here comes Sampson. Got Biondo with her. Sliding over for Biondo off the stick. Good look by Sampson. Biondo in the corner looking to center it. Couldn't get it through as Idone knocks the puck away. Now back the other way. Here comes Myers. Myers leaned into there by Discordia. Nielsen will take the body. Discordia will take the puck. Discordia up for Karate. Karate turns in the neutral zone. Karate with it will dump it in. Karate will give chase. Karate fresh off the bench. Fresh legs against Byrne. Byrne wins the puck, sending it out to the red line for Bonner. Bonner corrals it there. Quickly up for Lascolt. Lascolt went to go to Hinckley. Good thinking. But knocked down by Byrne. Here's Byrne down looking to get the Jets going. Effort thwarted there by Hinckley. That's sent up now back to Byrne. Byrne makes the move. At the blue line, looking to step to the outside. Corralling now, looking, saucering it back to the blue line. Goldstein. Goldstein for room. Goldstein pulls the trigger. Doesn't get through. Hit a body in front. I think it hit Candulo, who was on the ice. That one deflected into the corner dangerously. Bonner on it there. Bonner quickly up for Karate. Karate softly up ahead now and gets it back. Here's Karate now over the blue line. Karate at the dot. Karate leads in, pulls the trigger. Stopped by Rosenberg. Wanted to say Goldberg. Nice job by Auger to keep the puck in. Behind the net it goes now, along the boards into the corner for the senior Lascolt. Lascolt will fight through the check now. Lascolt behind the net. Lascolt's got room. Back to the blue line. Auger winding, shooting right through the wickets of Karate. Bonner will activate off the boards. Bonner got it in front. Bounces around, jamming, and it's still loose. Pushed just wide by Lascolt. The best pressure of the day here for Woodstock. Over for Karate. Karate at the goal line. Will send it hard around. Ridgefield on it there. McCall can't get it out. Kept in. Lascolt at the blue line. Comes back to center ice. Lascolt with it there. Leave it for Bonner. Bonner will gain the red line and dump it in. Hard around it goes. Woodstock will complete a player change. In on the forecheck now. Is Cecilini. Chloe Cecilini causing the turnover in front as Olivia Cecilini came in. Oh, the sister Cecilini causing havoc on the forecheck. Now Sherman in on the forecheck. Cecilini will chase it behind the net, leaving it for Sherman. Sherman lost the handle on it. Off of Sherman's hip now, and now here comes Cecilini. Cecilini looking, got it in front. For Olivia Cecilini, hops off the stick, and McCall on it there. McCall will send it up, knocked down, sent back in by Woodstock. I like the pressure here. And on the forecheck is Sherman. That one hops off the boards, knocked down. Cecilini back for Sherman. Sherman at the dot, pulls the trigger. That just missed. Here comes Byrne now, fresh off the bench. Byrne with speed. Byrne chips it up ahead. She's got Myers. Myers lost the handle on it. Auger over. Myers on the puck in the corner. With it there. Auger leaning into it. Byrne with it now. Byrne looking to walk off the boards at the dot. Hounded there. Good job to stay with her. Momentarily by Auger. Quick shot saved by Hatch to flex off into the corner. Sherman on it there. Sherman couldn't get the backhand out. Bouncing puck. Bonner got a piece of it. But Richfield maintains possession. Cutting against the grain. Letting the shot go. Big stop by Hatch as Candulo got to the puck. Cut back to the inside. Let the shot go, and Hatch made the save. Only 6:36 left to go here in the second stanza. Boy, oh boy, not many whistles. Good pressure by Woodstock for 2+ shifts there. As Discordia leans in to take the draw, and a nice save by Hatch. Face-off won by Ridgefield. Biondo got a chunk of it. Byrne lost their footing. Discordia will get to it, trying to chop it out to Sampson. Biondo on the puck now. Biondo through the neutral zone, stepping to the outside with Sampson. On sides for Sampson. Sampson pulls back to the forehand, lets the shot go deflected, came back to Sampson. The rebound pushed just wide. Into the corner it goes now. On it there is Discordia. Looking to send it behind the net. Byrne was on it there, sent it up, and kicked out to center, and away it goes now. Candulo against Gursky. Candulo pushes it down. Candulo on the backhand, looking to put the brakes on. Gursky got a piece of it, bounces in front dangerously. Discordia on the back check, got it out of harm's way. And now Discordia with it, up for Sampson, got Biondo on the other wing. Sliding across Biondo, right on the stick, cutting against the grain, pulls the trigger right over the butt end. Biondo chopping at it, trying to get it off the back of the net. Richfield trying to keep it there. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle. That pleases the broadcaster. We'll see if the faceoff's in deep or if it's going to come back out. Woodstock sent it in, but I think the ref saying Ridgefield tried to keep the puck on the back of the net. Therefore, the faceoff will stay in the Ridgefield zone. Good call by the official in this broadcaster's humble opinion. Officials have been very good today letting the ladies play. Hinckley leans in against Gotti. Hinckley, Karate, Lescault, Bonner, and Trudeau out there. Face-off won by Hinckley. Back to Bonner. Bonner lets the shot go. Waffle save, rebound! The net was yawning there for a moment. Woodstock couldn't get to the rebound. Sent all the way down. It was deflected, so no icing. Trudeau hounded by Byrne. Byrne wins the puck. Byrne changes direction behind the net, looking to come out the other side. Leaned into now by Hinckley. Byrne protecting the puck. Hinckley took the body. Good puck support there by Woodstock. I like the energy Woodstock has found here. They didn't have it in the early going, but they seem to have found their sea legs here now. Along the boards, Karate. Can't get it out on the first effort. Coming out now, it bounces loose, and away comes Woodstock. Hinckley. Hinckley through the neutral zone. Will gain the blue line and dump it in. Good job by Page there to make sure it got in deep. Off the boards it goes. Kept in at the blue line by Bonner for Karate. Karate trying to walk around Idone. Couldn't do so. Sent all the way down. It's going to go for icing. Now icing is the call with 4:50 left to go. That's what we're talking about. A little attention to detail there. Hinckley got to the blue line. There were two Tigers waiting. She dumped it in and forced the icing. It's the little things. It's the little things. They matter so much. Getting it deep. Getting it out on the first try. Back checking. Forechecking. Face-offs. That's what I like to see. Cecilini leaning in to take the draw. Chloe Cecilini with Sherman and Olivia Cecilini. That's pushed ahead by the captain, Gotti, who sends it to the left wing, Candulo. Over is Gursky. Sent behind the net now, Nielsen on it there. Nielsen behind her own cooker, along for Sherman. Sherman with the puck. Sherman will send it up along the boards, chasing it down now quickly. Trying to get to it there and flying on by with Cecilini, but that's the type of effort we like to see. Here comes Ridgefield now over the blue line with room, pulling the trigger, Hatch the save, and it's deflected out of play. 4:29 left to go. That's what you want to see. You want to see the forechecker going in like a mad lady, and if she wipes out, she wipes out. I'd rather wipe out at 1,000,000 miles an hour than get caught in between or not forechecking. Safe is death. Safe is death in hockey. You got to play hockey like the Florida Panthers. Kill the girl with the puck. If your team doesn't have the puck, you got to be in panic mode. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go wide. On the waffle side, Sampson gets to it first and chops it away to center. Biondo now in a foot race. Biondo steps ahead. Biondo with the puck, walking into the backhand. Big stop, still loose, jamming out is Discordia. Then there'll be no further plays. Discordia and Gotti exchange pleasantries after the whistle. A nice save by Rosenberg as Biondo out-muscled her lady at the blue line. I believe it was Gotti. Got to it, and Rosenberg made the nice save off the backhand. All right, Bonner and Auger at the blue line. Discordia, the captain, Sampson, and Biondo out there for Coach Roy. Out steps Byrne, Myers, and the rest of the crew for Ridgefield. Back for Discordia. Discordia looking to pull the trigger. Goes off to Stickemeyer. Deflected. Sampson ends up behind the net. Sampson out-muscles for the puck. Sampson behind the net for Biondo. Biondo with room. Biondo got it in front, backhander. The rebound, chopping at it off the side of the net. Here's Biondo now. Biondo back for Bonner. Bonner lets the shot go through a screen. Saved by Rosenberg. On it now is Byrne. Byrne in the corner. Off the boards. Cleared but not out. Auger couldn't keep it in. Nice job of back checking. Sent all the way down. Bonner will get chased. Somebody's got to close that door for crying out loud. Bonner on it. Changes directions behind the net. Bonner on the forehand with it. Up the boards for Lescolt. Goes off of the skates of Lescolt. And here's Myers now. Myers pulling the trigger. Saved by Hatch. And there'll be no further play. 3:22 left to go here in what has been a very fast-paced, very exciting second stanza. I want to thank you so much for joining us. You're watching the Solu Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. Along here with my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle. All right, this affair is certainly heated up. Face-off won by Hinckley. Another face-off win by Woodstock. Hard around. Didn't get it out on the first effort. Hinckley putting pressure on the puck. Lescolt will send it behind the net for Hinckley. Hinckley lost the handle on it momentarily, trying to chap at it. Kept in by Myers. Knocking it down was Gotti, but Woodstock coming away with it. Back the other way to the blue line. Cleared and out now. Where it's corralled there by Byrne. Byrne will leave it for Goldstein. Goldstein quickly up for Gotti. Gotti over the blue line. Eyes up, heads up. Gotti protecting the puck. Gotti still with it. Gotti muscled off the puck there. Nice job by Woodstock to take the body. Hinckley took the body and took the puck dangerously. Came back out in front. Nielsen was at the back door covering. Got Lescolt up ahead. Up for Lescolt. The Lady Centaurs have got to stop facing the passer. You got to be facing the other team's goal. Kept in at the blue line. Stepping to the outside. Making the move. Walking in. Never got the shot away. Cleared but not out. As the late call here. Hooking is going to be the call. So Woodstock going to be shorthanded here. I think the call is against Hinckley. It is Hinckley for hooking. As Ridgefield was wheeling and dealing. So a big moment in the affair here with 2:25 left to go in the second stanza. Ridgefield heads to their second power play of the morning. Byrne out there against Discordia. Big face-off here. Face-off pushed to the side, but won by Ridgefield. Back to the blue line it goes now. Idone lets the shot go wide of Hatch. Myers on it there. Back to the blue line. Sliding across the Discordia. Read it, but couldn't get it out. Kept in nicely there by Idone. Sends it into the corner. Auger on it there. Auger up for Biondo. Biondo looking to chop it out. Couldn't. Nice play by Goldstein to keep it in. Bouncing puck. Ends up on the stick of Goldstein now. Trying to spin away at the boards. Got it back. Bouncing puck now comes to Discordia shorthanded. Here's Discordia now stepping to the outside. She'll chip it in. Into the corner it goes. 1:25 left to go in the lady advantage for Ridgefield. Discordia chopped at it, but here comes Byrne. She can fly. Byrne through the neutral zone with room. Byrne looking to step to the outside. Byrne forced wide by Bonner. Byrne turns back along the boards. Byrne with it. Biondo comes over, got a piece of her. Byrne still with it. Byrne got it. Out in front, bounces around right on the stick of Biondo. Zachingle will carry it to center. Fighting through traffic now. Here comes Biondo. Biondo carrying the puck in, killing precious time. Lost the handle on it. Comes back out in front dangerously back to the blue line. The defense has got to be over the line there. Outside the line. 50 seconds left to go in the lady advantage. Offsides the call. The faceoff going to be in the neutral zone. 1:16 to go in the period. 1-1 is your score. Leaning in and Gotti. On the drawer, and away comes Ridgefield now. They'll chip and chase. Into the corner it goes. Bonner first on it behind the net. Bonner leaves it for Roger. Roger will track it there, get to it, and send it all the way down. That's a good little play there by Woodstock. Bonner to Roger. On it now, Karate. Karate behind the net. Karate protecting the puck. Karate comes out in front. Got it in front. Quick shot. That just missed as the Skolt came flying through shorthanded. Cleared but not out. Karate read that like a fine piece of literature. Bouncing puck in front, cleared and back to the blue line and chipped out to center. Bonner will send it back in. The Skolt getting back on sides. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Sent ahead now, Gotti. Gotti curls back at the blue line. Gotti makes the move. Gotti with room at the dot. Walking in, pulling the trigger. That one never got through. Gotti sent flying. That's knocked down and sent all the way down. That's going to do it. A good penalty kill by Woodstock. Hinckley out of the box. The puck comes to Hinckley. Hinckley lets the shot go. Save, rebound. She scores! Paige Hinckley, fresh out of the sin bin. The puck took an awkward bounce. She got to it, let the shot go. Rosenberg made the save. Hinckley stayed with it. Buries the biscuit on the rebound with 16.1 seconds left to go in the period. Woodstock takes the lead for the first time today. Oh my! Get to the cooker, get to the cooker, get to the cooker, follow your shot. Hinckley. Oh, it makes me so happy to see Paige do that. How many times did she hear those words back in the day? Behind the net it goes now with 3 seconds. Bonner will just keep it there. And an outstanding stanza for the Centaurs as they leave the ice with the lead, 2-1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get the USA girls back on the big screen. The Zamboni's going to come out and take care of business, refill that sarsaparilla, relocks up that bagel, get the bag of Funyuns ready to go. We'll see you back here in 15 minutes. Woodstock 2, Tigers 1. Enjoy your intermission, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you in a few minutes. What's up, brother? No, my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. The Zamboni has done what Zambonis do. Look at the ice. It's glistening. It's fresh. It's beautiful. It's pristine. It's ready to go. And we hope you're ready to go as Woodstock out of the locker room with the lead 2-1. The goal by Hinckley with 16 seconds left to go. Got Woodstock the lead. So it's Hinckley and Sampson for Woodstock goal scorers and Byrne the goal scorer for Ridgefield. So 2-1 is the score. The absolute opposite of the other night when Woodstock let up a heartbreaking goal to make it 2-2 with less than a second to go in the second period. They score this morning with 16 seconds left to go in the second period, and that is where we stand. 2-1 is your score. Welcome back. Hope you had a fantastic intermission. I know you got that second or third bagel toasted and locked up. If I can recommend something higher than this, I don't know if I possibly can, but if you got an IQ mini chef oven, you throw the bagel in there, that thing is amazing. They're not paying me for this, but boy, they should be. Boy, if you don't have a chef IQ, get one. Then put your bagel in there and put those locks right on top and get ready to go. Open up that bag of Funyuns. You got the game back on this big screen. The USA ladies back on the phone or the iPad or whatever you got on the small screen. And the third stanza about ready to take place. All right, 15 minutes of hockey, perhaps more, ready to go here. 2-1 is the score. Woodstock with the lead. Hatch talking to her goalpost as every goaltender does. Hinckley leans in to take the draw with Karate on left wing, Lescault on right wing, Nielsen and Gursky on defense. All right, the third and final stanza underway. Hinckley on the back check. Now Hinckley with it. The senior, Paige Hinckley from East Line with the puck at the goal line. Lost the handle on it momentarily. Might have hit a puddle there. The puck looked like it stopped for a second. And now quickly over to Gursky. Gursky will send it out and all the way down. Fresh ice, so it's going to go for icing. Unless Karate can get to... No, that hit a puddle too and stopped. So the ice a little bit wet still. As the Zamboni just got off, it'll freeze up. It's not too hot out. The ice is always good here at Pomfret, I got to say. Goldstein now behind the net. Looks like she hit a puddle. They might want to take a couple of seconds after the next whistle, let the ice freeze up here. Don't want that to happen to either team. This is such a good game. Turning on it now, Ridgefield. Discordia in on the forecheck, sent all the way down out of the reach of Gursky. If it gets across the goal line, it'll go for icing. Icing waved off. Nielsen on it. Nielsen sending it hard around Sampson. Sampson will move it out to center ice. It deflects off the skates of Goldstein. And here's Biondo now on the forecheck, causing havoc. Biondo gets the puck, walking in, pulls the trigger. She scores! Za-ching Biondo on the forecheck. Caused the turnover, walked in and put it top shelf where Mama hides the baby Tylenol. 3-1 is the score. We talked about the forechecking. You got a forecheck, you got a back check. And Biondo in on the forecheck. Just a minute and 10 seconds into the stanza gives Woodstock a 2-goal lead. Discordia wins the draw now. Bonner on it. Bonner carrying the puck, gains the red line and will dump it in. Hard around it goes now. Biondo over on the forecheck. Discordia over to help out. Discordia seals the wall to keep it in. Behind the net it goes now. Picked up Goldstein. Goldstein looking to change direction. Had a little bit of trouble with it. Discordia reaches in. Delays the process, and now Bonner will activate. Bonner down the left wing. Bonner got it out in front dangerously. Biondo skates over, keeps it in, lets the shot go. Deflected. They score! Discordia with the gorgeous tip right in front of the goaltender. Biondo kept it in, let the shot go, and Discordia got to the cooker and deflected it right over the shoulder of the outstretched arms of Rosenberg. 4-1 is the score. Vote for Summer. 13:21 left to go in the final stanza. And if you're getting back from the refrigerator, you're wondering what happened. Biondo and Discordia for Woodstock. Quickly now, Byrne. Byrne makes the move, walks in, pulls the trigger, not just missed the rebound dangerously in front. Pushed just wide. Here's Byrne now. Byrne at the goal line, back to the blue line. Letting the shot go, deflected, Hatch the save, and there'll be no further play. Nice shot there by Idone. So Ridgefield looking to get right back on the board, and 12:54 left to go now. Cecilini leans in to take the draw. Sherman on left wing. Olivia Cecilini on right wing. Cecilini wins it to Sherman. Sherman pulled down. Sherman from the floor got the puck out. What an effort there by Sherman. The tripping is the call. Sherman drew the penalty as well. Oh, what a play there by Sophia Sherman. Draws the penalty. I thought she just got it out. I thought that was good enough. Sherman says, I don't think so, Mr. Broadcaster. As Woodstock will now head to the third power play of the morning. Roger and Trudeau at the point. Cecilini leans in. Chloe Cecilini won the draw, but just out of the reach. And quickly picked up by Auger. Auger at center ice. Lost the handle on it. Short-handed now Ridgefield. Chasing it down into the corner now. Here's That's Myers. Myers left it for Byrne. Byrne with the puck. Byrne protecting it. Auger lost the footing. Byrne wheeling and dealing. Jostled away. Byrne got to it there. Auger will send it out to center. Knocked down now Idone. 12:23 left to go in the stanza. 1:30 left to go in the Woodstock power play. Short-handed off the glove of Hatch. Came back out. Byrne getting to her own rebound. Byrne got it back to the blue line. Letting the shot go. Hatch saw it all the way. Can of corn. And there'll be no further play. 1:19 left to go in the lady advantage for Woodstock. 12:09 left to go here in the third and final chapter of our unwritten story here today. Power play for Woodstock. They lead it 4-1. Hinckley leaning in. Lescault on right wing. Left wing is Karate. Face-off won by Richfield. Myers lets the shot go. Easily stopped by Hatch. Beliveau on defense now with Nielsen. Puck comes to Beliveau. Beliveau up for Lescault. It's Lescault in the skates. Jostled down loose. Scotty lost the handle on it. Coming back to get it now is Karate. Karate on the power play. On the backhand up for Lescault. Nice pass there by Karate. Lescault will gain the blue line and chip it in and chase it herself. Off the boards it goes now. Idone. Hounded there by Lescault. Got it. Back for Hinckley. Hinckley at the side of the net, got it back to the blue line, walking in, Beliveau pulls the trigger and saved by Rosenberg. Nice stop there by Rosenberg. Deflected and sent out to center and back the other way now, stepping to the outside, Myers. Myers with the puck, protecting the puck, pulls the trigger over the crossbar. Sent on around, Hinckley will give chase. Hinckley got it out to the blue line, but kept in no further. That goes behind the net, Beliveau. In pursuit there, picked up now Gotti. Gotti got it out in front, dangerously bounces loose. Hinckley hounded by Myers. Kept on the stick of Gotti. Gotti lets the shot go. A delayed penalty coming up here against Woodstock. Is it going to be Hinckley again? I think he said slashing. I think Hinckley might be headed to the sin bin yet again. I'm not sure if Paige has got an assist. She's got a goal. She's got a penalty. If she's got an assist, she's got a Gordie. Well, not a Gordie Howe hat trick, but, well, they're not allowed to fight. Well, Hinckley back in the sin bin. Last time she was a sin bin, she came out, emerged, and scored the goal. So it's 5-on-4 now for 20 seconds, then it'll be a power play for Ridgefield. Right after that, for a minute and 40 seconds, chipped ahead by the captain Sampson, picked up by the freshman Byrne. Byrne getting the Jets going, looking to step to the outside. Byrne hounded by Discordia. Byrne forced wide by Bonner, kept the puck, and a tripping call against Bonner. Bonner didn't even touch her.
She wasn't even close.
Bonner, she barely even touched her. That Byrne maybe felt a stick in her skates there. That's a really weak call, I got to say, not just because of the last name of the lady headed to the sin bin, but oh boy, an opportunity hit for Ridgefield, a two-lady advantage for a minute 38 with 10:49 left to go here in the affair. Woodstock leading it 4-1, but a contentious situation here. Big face-off win by Discordia, and Auger will send it all the way down. Huge face-off win to start the 5-on-3. Byrne will take it from Rosenberg. Rosenberg telling Byrne to go to length with it. She wants an assist. Byrne on the 5-on-3 for the next minute and 24 seconds. She could really fly. Here's Byrne now. Sampson got a chunk of it, goes off to the corner. Byrne recovers the puck. Got it back to the blue line. Walking in, Candulo. Lost the handle on it. Candulo still with it. Lets the shot go, deflects into the corner. Auger quickly on it. Auger turning, wheeling, lets it go all the way down the ice. Nice play there by Auger. 1 minute left to go in a two-lady advantage. Picked up now by Idone. Idone trying to send it across. Read by Biondo. Biondo now short-handed. Biondo steps to the outside. Protecting the puck. Will curl back and just kill time. Smart play there by Zaching. Biondo still with the puck behind the net. Sending it back to the blue line. Sampson let the shot go. Went off a skate. This could be dangerous. Back the other way now. Here comes Richfield. Auger is back. forcing her lady wide, putting the brakes on Myers. Myers back to the blue line, still a two-lady advantage for a half a minute. Sliding it across with room, letting the shot go, glove save, the rebound. Hatch got the flipper on that. It trickles right across the goal line. Tying a lady up with Auger. Here comes Byrne now, walking off the face mask, sent all the way down by Auger. Oh, a great stop there by Hatch, a couple of them. Got the left flipper out on the rebound, and now Biondo doing yeoman's work down at the other end, killing off precious time as the 5-on-3 set to expire. Hinckley out of the box, a 5-on-4 now for 20 more seconds. Sent across, off the boards, Hinckley will get to it there. Hinckley looking to send it in, taken away by Byrne. 10 seconds left to go in the Ridgefield power play, just under 9 minutes to go in the affair, 4-1 Woodstock. Byrne navigating through traffic, doesn't gain the zone. Bonner set it to come out of the box now. Hinckley trying to jostle loose. Bonner's back on the ice. They killed off the 5-on-3. A great job by Woodstock. Sent ahead by Karate and all the way down. An outstanding job by the penalty killers of the Centaurs. 8.5 minutes left to go. Through the neutral zone, knocked down Cessalini. Carrying in with it, Candulo. Candulo can't get the shot away as Nielsen came over to get a stick on it. Got it out in front. Cessalini was there waiting. Here comes Cessalini now. It's Chloe Cessalini down the left wing, gaining the red line right on the stick of Lescault. Lescault walking in, pulls the trigger safe. Rebound lays there for a moment. Karate came through, pushed it just wide. On it now, Cessalini. Cessalini wheeling and dealing, looking to get it back out in front. That's picked off and back the other way now. Here come the Tigers. Gotti. Gotti over the red line. Look at the white sweaters getting back on the back check. Look at the hustle by Cessalini. Gotti makes the move, pulls the trigger over the glove. Off the boards it goes now. Karate over to get it Auger. Auger under the rest by Gotti. Gotti takes the puck away. Gotti with it behind the net. Looks to change direction. Got it out in front. Hatch the save. The rebound. Hatch makes the save. Oh my goodness. Back-to-back point-blank saves by Hatch. The first with the flipper and the second with the big Mizuno. The score remains 4-1. Oh, a dazzling stop there by Hatch. Cessalini leaning in to take the draw against Byrne. Wins the draw, does Cessalini. Bonner on it there. Cleared but not out by Sherman. Back to the blue line. Looking for room, letting the backhand go. That goes off Cessalini. Sherman got it to the blue line. No further, kept in by Byrne. Off the stick of Bonner in the corner. Myers on Bonner. Bonner protecting the puck. Myers leaning into Bonner, trying to kick it loose. Both girls kicking at it. Bonner loses the footing, still kicking at it. Got the left leg on it. Cessalini will give chase. Sherman read that one beautifully and got it out to center ice. A fantastic play there by Sherman. Nice job by Bonner to protect the puck in the corner. Ridgefield now with 7 minutes left to go. Bouncing puck comes out to center ice. That's knocked ahead Auger. Auger right on the stick of Sherman. Sherman at the blue line. Sherman will jostle it in deep, and it's picked up there by Goldstein. Goldstein in the corner now. Discordia over. Sherman seals off the wall. Comes loose now, Ridgefield with it. Ridgefield back the other way. Ridgefield through the neutral zone, trying to skate through traffic is Byrne. Byrne lost the handle on it, came loose. Candulo let the shot go. That's knocked aside. Bonner on it there on the backhand. We got a delayed penalty coming up. I guess it's got to be on Discordia on the back check. I really disagree with that call. Roughing is the call, which is an oxymoron in hockey. Oh no, it's against Ridgefield, like I said. Fantastic call by the official. I don't agree with that one either, to be honest with you. I didn't think either girl was doing anything wrong except for playing hockey. But apparently the ref thought they were playing hockey too roughly. Think about how stupid that sounds. 6:36 left to go here in the third and final stanza. Woodstock to their fourth power play of the day, leading it 4-1. Discordia wins another draw. Back for Auger. Got it out in front. Deflected just wide into the corner now. Biondo first on it. Biondo back for Bonner. Bonner back to Biondo. That one was read nicely, sent up the boards. Bonner paused at it, but I guess it hit somebody on the Ridgefield bench. 6:24 left to go here in the third stanza. Woodstock on the power play for another minute 48. 4-1 they lead. 4 unanswered goals by the Centaurs. Face-off won by Sampson. Discordia looks to pull the trigger. Gets the shot away. Rebound came to Sampson. Now back for Bonner. She'll let the shot go. Bounces into the corner. And Biondo on it there. Biondo lost the handle on it there against Idone. Biondo digging, mucking, doing a homer. Got it behind the net. Behind the net on it now is Goldstein. Goldstein hounded there by Discordia. Sampson leaning into Goldstein. The puck's still there. Back for Bonner. Bonner at the blue line. Bonner back for Discordia. Goes off the skates and sent all the way down. Under 6 minutes to go now in the affair. 4-1 Woodstock leading it. Over a minute to go on the power play for Woodstock. Auger right up the gut. Eluded Lescault. Ends up on the stick of Ridgefield. Knocked down by Lescault at the blue line. And she'll send the cross corner dump in. Karate makes a beeline for the puck and arrives in ill humor. Karate pushing it behind the net. On it there is Idone. Coughed it up now. Staying with it, Karate. Karate turns back against the grain. Karate got it out in front. Off the flipper. Rebound. Hinkley was in the neighborhood. Back to the blue line. Gursky waits for it there. Gursky gets the shot away. Hit a leg. Bonner pinching down the left wing. Bonner chipping it down. On the stick of Karate. Karate turning on it there. Bounced off her stick. Karate with it. Back for Bonner. Bonner at the blue line. Bonner will send it back down low. Behind the net it goes now. Wanted there, Idone. 5 minutes to go. Bonner pinching. Bounces away. Kept in at the blue line. The bouncing puck comes to the blue line, and Woodstock will send it right back in. Bonner on the backhand. Good job by the Centaurs, making Ridgefield have to come 200 feet, trailing by 3. Back to the red line it goes. Nielsen will step up there. Nice job to handle a bouncing puck under duress. Woodstock with possession. On and now Lescault. Lescault will leave it for Gursky. Gursky. Over now Nielsen. The power play is over. Back to 5-on-5 hockey, but 2 minutes have ticked off the clock more importantly. 4.5 minutes to go now. That's sent in. Karate will give chase. Karate on fumes as the ladies will go for a player change. Good shift. 4:20 left to go. Quickly on the stick of Byrne. Cecilini. Forechecking as she's done brilliantly all day long. Chloe Cecilini. Back the other way now. Byrne. Byrne looking to go wide on Nielsen. Byrne still with the puck at the goal line. Byrne got it out in front. Cecilini tied her lady up. No shot. Back for Byrne now at the goal line. Hot potato back to the blue line. And Olivia Cecilini coming over and knocking it aside. Boy, I want to know what the Cecilinis had for breakfast this morning. Somebody pull me a bowl of that porridge. Here comes Sherman now. Sherman putting the brakes on, dropping it for Cecilini. Bouncing puck, trying to get to it there was Chloe and taken away and back the other way now. Here comes Ridgefield. Down the left wing. Auger sliding over. Looking to go to the backhand. Soft backhand saved by Hatch. The rebound. Hatch will cover up. And there'll be no further play. Nice play there by Odette to force Byrne back towards Auger. 3:37 left to go now. In the affair, the face-off deep in the Woodstock zone. Chloe Cecilini leans in, face-off one. Quick shot, push wide of Hatch. Nice job by Odette to get in the way of that shot. Sherman takes the body and the puck. Sherman off the boards, couldn't get it out. Kept in at the blue line. The shot doesn't get through. Cecilini will send it up to Chloe Cecilini and sent away to center. Turning on it there, carrying it in is Gotti. Gotti over the blue line to the outside. Pulls the trigger off the waffle of Hatch. Biondo will give chase. 3:16 left to go because Stone Cold said so. On and now Discordia for Auger. Auger will try to turn away from traffic. Hounded there by Candulo. Auger still with the puck. Myers cut off the pass. Send it around for the captain, Sampson. Sampson will chip it out. Here comes Biondo now. Biondo at center ice with room down the right wing. Biondo cuts to the inside. The backhand. Got the shot away. Nice stop there by Rosenberg and sent all the way down. Going to be an icing. The icing happened when the puck go down bang before the other guy. My arm go come up. Play stop and then it start up all over again. 2:48 left to go here. 4-1 Woodstock in the lead. Boy, oh boy, this has been a tale of two games. First period looked like Woodstock was possibly going to get run out of the arena, but they gathered themselves, managed to stay tied at the end of one, and it's 4-1 now with 2:45 left to go. But as my good friend used to say, we don't want to spike the ball at the 10-yard line. Here's Byrne now. Byrne wheeling and dealing away out of the zone. Byrne through the neutral zone over the logo. Byrne sliding it across. Good look for Gotti. Gotti pulls up, lets the shot go. Trudeau, nice job to get in the shooting lane by Lucy. Picked off Myers. Trudeau digging at it with Biondo. Walking off with it is Gotti. Gotti poke checked away by Discordia. Cleared but not out. Let the shot go. Big stop. Hatch still loose. Hatch finding it through traffic as Bonner got tied up with Byrne there. And Zachin came over to give Byrne a little forearm shiver to the chops there. You don't mind that. It's not foreign to the product. Exactly what you should be doing. You don't want somebody dancing in the blue paint. Nothing wrong with a little forearm shiver. I'm sure she's got a mouthpiece. Her parents got a good dental plan. She'll be fine. 2:16 left to go in the affair. 4-1 Woodstock to lead Hinkley. Who scored that all-important goal with 16 seconds left to go in the second period. Wins the draw yet again. Beliveau sending it up now for Lescault. Skull ties the lady up. Hinckley over to get the puck on it there, Belleville. Myers tried to get it in front. Great play by Hinckley to dislodge it. Hinckley on the puck, chased down by Byrne. Byrne wins the puck behind the net. Byrne turning away, hounded by Karate. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go. Hinckley got in the way of that bouncing puck and poked out to center ice by Karate. Good forechecking effort there by Macy Karate. Circling with the puck now, gaining the blue line is Myers. Myers will drop it off for Gotti. Gotti with room at the dot, pulls the trigger, that missed on the waffle side. Kept in by Idone. Idone with room, lets the shot go, deflected in front, at the feet there of Myers, and Nielsen will find it, come away with it and send it all the way down. That's an icing, but that's what you call a good icing. Woodstock will get some fresh legs out on the ice with 1:26 left to go here in the affair. Auger and Gursky on the ice now, along with Cecilini, and Sherman. This line has been fantastic all night long. The Cecilini sisters and Sherman have been outstanding. They win another draw. Sherman on the backhand, couldn't get it out. The shot saved by Hatch, and there'll be no further play. Hatch at the top of the crease. That's what you like to see. Confident, square to the shooter, no rebound. Chloe Cecilini leans in against Byrne. Byrne wins that one. But Sherman all over her, leaning in. Look at Sherman getting low. Low man wins. Back to the blue line. Low lady wins, excuse me. Gursky doing battle now against Candulo. Candulo comes off the boards with it. Candulo the backhand save by Hatch. The rebound dangerously lie there. Auger pushed it out of harm's way. Auger with Candulo draped all over her. 1 minute to go in the affair. 4-1 Woodstock leaning. Cecilini lays the lumber into Byrne. Keeping the puck there as the clock ticks away on Ridgefield. Nice stick by Gursky. Behind the net it goes now, trying to get it out in front. Does get it out in front. Gursky got a piece of it. Comes to the blue line, and Gursky will skate it out to center. Here comes Evangeline Gursky down the right wing with speed. Stepping to the outside, protecting the puck. Poke checked away by Idone. In the corner now. Olivia Cecilini walks away with it. Got it out in front. Dangerously cleared. Not out as Discordia got a chunk of it. 25 seconds left to go in the affair. Woodstock going to get 2 big points on home ice here this morning. Here comes Sherman now, back the other way. Shermy down the left wing, pulls the trigger, big stop. The rebound ends up in the corner with 10 seconds left to go. Discordia on the puck there, got it out in front. That goes right through the goal mouth. On it now, Biondo. Biondo pushing it behind the net. 2 seconds left. That's going to do it. There's the buzzer, ladies and gentlemen. An outstanding victory here today for the Centaurs with 4 unanswered goals as they head down to their goalkeeper Hatch in celebration. A very solid, very exciting, very well executed, detail-oriented, about from the end of the first period on, performance here by the Centaurs, and they win the affair 4-1. An outstanding game. Boy, I'll tell you, that's 2 back-to-back good games here for the Centaurs. They played real well the other night, and really outstanding here today, getting stronger as the game went on. Ridgefield, a very good team. They just ran out of gas. They just got a short bench, and Woodstock took advantage of it. So thank you so much for joining us here today. I've been your host, Scotty Bonner, along with my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle. You've been watching Woodstock Girls Co-op Hockey here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. We'll see you again Wednesday night as Woodstock on the road for the rest of the season Wednesday night down in Greenwich. So once again, your final from the Yon Arena here on the beautiful campus of the Pomfret School in Pomfret, Connecticut. The Centaurs 4, the Tigers 1. Enjoy the rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen. Go USA, go USA, go USA. And we'll see you back Wednesday evening. Your final once again, 4-1 Centaurs. Good night, everybody.